Hey everybody, welcome to stages 27 and 28 of the DeAgostini ISS Space Station build. And before we get into the model and the stages, I just want to show you, as part of the subscription process, periodically they send small little gifts, if you want to call it that, to go along with the kit. And a few months, it's been actually a couple, 2 or 3 months now, I didn't show you, but I did receive this nice little NASA water bottle, little metal water bottle. So who knows, when I go flying, I now have somewhere to put my water. And just this last week, I received this plastic parts bin, which I know it's just a plastic, tackle box with a sticker on it, but it is really nice, and it's a place for me to store my extra screws and tools that have come in the kit. And I'm sure as time goes by, I'll find more things to put in that case. But for now, that's what I'm using it for. But let's get into today's video. 27 and 28 are a continuation of modules. Just you'll see a couple metallic modules here. Nothing out of the ordinary. So we'll go ahead and get the station out on the bench so we can attach these to the main unit, and we'll go from there. So let's start building. Okay, stage 27, like I said, it's just additional metallic module like we've had in the past with some different shaped plug-ins. And we do have some screws in there, so let's go ahead and get them all out and sort through everything. Again, that's solid metal there. This little cover here, that hatch, that's plastic. There's no doubt that's just a plastic piece. And we've got some, looks like some external packaging or cargo of some sort, and the usual donkey and MS4 screws. Okay, so let me figure out what's what for the first step, and we'll start working on it. Okay, step number 1 is attaching this metallic module at the bottom of this cross brace here on the open end of the station. That plugs in nicely. It is metallic, so let me just dip our screw in the oil. Let's start with this one. I try not to hit the camera. I'm right below it. Here, I'll cinch that down tight here in a second, but let me just do that so it hangs on and doesn't go anywhere on me. Somebody just recently asked me how big this is going to be, and if I remember right, the overall dimension is going to be, I think, 31 inches long by 24 inches wide. So we're looking at roughly 2 by 2.5 feet. It's going to be a monster, absolute beast. Okay, so that wraps up the lower module. Let me get the hatch, or I guess the end piece out, and we'll start working on that here in a second. Okay, this step is fairly straightforward. There are 2 sides to this side piece here, the side panel. This side and this side, and you can see that curvature is shorter on the top and, let me bring it up here, shorter on the top and longer on the bottom. So working with the top one first, we're going to take this single cargo pack unit, plug it in into that hole, and then the 2 little legs snap into those notches. And then we'll take a donkey screw and throw it in here. And this is into plastic, so I'm not going to worry about any oil. Okay, let's see if we can get the thread started. Yeah, there we go. And we'll snug it down until it stops. Okay, and same thing with this the 2 cargo unit. It's going to plug into the bottom here. So it just fits in just like so. Whoop. There it goes. Perfect. Okay, and then this whole piece here is going to slide in from the top. Let me slide the station over. It's going to slide in vertically down into this opening here. Let's see if I can get this to... Oh, okay, that little, I just realized, that little notch right there will fit into the notch here in the base. So that should capture it. Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, well that wraps up stage 27. Okay, stage 28 looks pretty simple compared to all the other stages we've done. Now this metal piece is going to go on the opposite side of that arm that we just worked on last stage. And this one has a little, looks like a little black adapter and some more MS4 screws. So let me figure out what screws go to what part and we'll be right back. Okay, in this particular stage, this is another one of those times where this little adapter piece is provided in the stage, but we're not to use it till later. So I'm just going to set this aside in my keep box and we'll get back to it in a further stage. So don't need it right now. All we're going to do is attach this module, which as you can see here is a Japanese module. I'll give you one guess as to how I figured that one out. But anyway, so it's going to, just like we did this module last stage, this one's going to come up from underneath, plug into that cross beam right there. And I'll take my MS4 screw, thread it in, and I'll put it just enough in to hold it secure. And not sure where I placed that other screw. Oh, well, there it is. I see it now. Maybe gray matte is not the best color to have when you're working with gray screws. Okay, I'm doing this left-handed and I just realized I cannot do that left-handed. Okay, that wraps up that stage. Well, that wraps up stages 27 and 28, and we made some progress on this crossbeam. Let me bring the station in closer, and I noticed something after I finished filming. As I pointed out to you, that one module was the Japanese module, which is this long one right here. You see the flag. But what I failed to notice earlier was that first module back in stage 27 is a European Space Agency, or ESA. It's the Columbia module. So I like how they're actually labeling the parts themselves. The manual may not say what it is, but the parts themselves self-identify, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we got these two members on the cross beam attached with the cargo pods on the hatch here. So hopefully we'll get the tops of these maybe in the next stages or so, and we'll complete those. So with that, everybody, that wraps up stages 27 and 28. Stand by for a couple of weeks. We'll get 29 and 30 out to you. Thanks for watching, everybody.